I think that the diamond industry is witnessing an unprecedented shakeup that could lead to the collapse of its prices, and I'm going to discuss that today. Over the past months, certain headlines have popped up all over the place that signal this transformation in the diamond market. And as high jewelry collectors and lovers, it is necessary to be aware of the uncharted waters we are currently swimming in. Back in April, Anglo American announced that they are interested in selling the De Beers brand. Yes, you heard me right. If you know anything about the diamond industry, you know that De Beers is responsible for the success of the diamond market, and Anglo American has made billions of dollars from it. So why is the corporation letting go of this literal diamond mine? And if that isn't surprising enough, De Beers just announced that they will stop growing diamonds for light box jewelry. That is its lab-grown diamond jewelry business that kicked off barely 6 years ago. This news comes after they reduced prices of lab-grown diamonds by 40% in a bid to be more competitive in the market. From record low mine output around the world to the oversaturation of the lab-grown diamond space, a lot of elements have come into play that may collapse the diamond industry as we know it. We'll discuss all this in this video. But first, allow me to introduce myself to those who are coming here for the first time. My name is Amanda, and I'm building a community of jewelry collectors and lovers. If you're looking for candid conversations in the world of high jewelry and pieces to add to your collection, and you also want to stay in the know of happenings in this sparkly world of jewelry, hit that subscribe button to become a part of this family. I'm really glad you're here. For decades, we've been told that diamonds are expensive because they are rare. Is this true? Let's start by taking an honest look at the rarity of diamonds. In the world of high jewelry, one of the selling points of the gemstones used is rarity. People argue that high-end jewelry commands such high prices due to the rarity of the gemstones used. It takes a lot to dig them up from the earth, and in some cases, miners can spend a long time digging up dirt in a particular spot only to return empty-handed. This toil to find our dear sparkling gems is compensated for in the price of the final product. For instance, before the invention of cultured pearls, their natural counterparts were so expensive, maybe even the most expensive gems in the world at the time, because finding them was no small task. Divers would brave the cold, water pressure, and risk associated with finding an oyster deep in the ocean. Yet, this challenging ordeal wasn't guaranteed to produce a pearl, as some oysters were empty. So when a pearl was found, it was no surprise it commanded such steep prices. All this changed when cultured pearls came on the scene. The question now is, are natural diamonds really rare? Does this explain the price tag? To answer this, I will use an article from the International Gemstone Society. It states, diamonds actually number among the most common gems. While we have much to learn about the Earth's interior, our current knowledge of gem formation indicates that diamonds are likely the most common gem in nature. A March 2024 article from National Geographic puts it even more plainly. Diamonds aren't rare. Now someone may argue that I can say this because I'm looking at diamonds in general and not jewelry grade options, which are less common. But even jewelry grade diamonds aren't rare at all. According to Fry, we don't have a global estimate for how many diamonds are available in the world. At least 133 million carats of jewelry grade diamonds are sold annually. As such, many people own diamonds. Did you hear that? 133 million carats of jewelry grade diamonds are sold annually. Not every 3 years or every decade, but every year. A whopping 133 million carats. Now consider that diamonds don't disintegrate after a while. How many billions of carats have been sold in the last 10 years? And the 10 years before that? And before that? You see where I'm going with this? Interestingly, even outside of the Earth, diamonds are still common. A recent discovery indicates that some stars collapse upon themselves, creating giant diamond crystals. In the constellation Centaurus, there's a white dwarf that has crystallized into a diamond of about 2,500 miles in diameter and weighing 10 billion trillion carats. Are diamonds strong? Of course. Do they have a beautiful shine? Yes. Are they rare? No. So why are they so expensive? Oh, we have to give credit to De Beers and their genius marketing for this. You see, humans have always known diamonds for centuries, but we're never as obsessed with them back then as we are today. But if that was going to change, Someone had to manufacture the desire for diamonds. Enter De Beers. When diamonds were discovered in South Africa in the 1860s, De Beers set up the first large-scale diamond mines in the country, and they were determined to make a profit. But how do you do that when the law of supply and demand was already set up against you? Simple. You control both ends of the economic chain. The corporation set out to release one of the most successful marketing campaigns in history, tying the appeal of diamonds to eternal love. They made us believe that the proof of your love was a diamond engagement ring. Back then, people got engaged with everything, from iron rings to gold bands and even clothing. But in order to change this culture, the De Beers marketing campaign had to tie the idea of true enduring love with a diamond engagement ring. And it worked. Soon, everyone was asking for a diamond engagement ring. Oh, but that wasn't all. The movie industry was also caught in the diamond whirlwind and saw several beautiful actresses dazzle in diamond jewelry. As a result, diamonds soon became a top status symbol for the rich and famous. The most iconic example of this peak was Marilyn Monroe's performance of the song "Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend" in the 1953 film Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Now there was no going back. Diamonds had become mainstream, baby. The demand aspect had been settled. The next challenge was, how do you influence supply to give the illusion of rarity? Here's the thing. After the discovery in South Africa, diamonds began to pop up in several other regions around the world. And as they showed up, De Beers came into town with a fat bank account and a goal to control it. Soon, the corporation was in charge of the supply end of the chain and manipulated it to suit them. Yes, they began to employ not-so-nice tactics to artificially create scarcity and determine the price tag of rough diamonds. According to an article on the International Gem Society, they carefully released only enough rough diamonds to satisfy then current demand, while continually adjusting the degree of rough diamond availability. Of course, this made prices escalate and reinforced the perception of a diamond's rarity. De Beers actually mined considerably more rough diamonds than they sold. They maintained a large warehouse of uncut diamonds in London. But the world was changing quickly, and De Beers had to adjust to it. In 2000, they agreed to stop stockpiling diamonds. In 2004, De Beers agreed to plead guilty to criminal price fixing before a US federal court. This allowed them to once again sell diamonds in the US. In 2011, Anglo-American took control of De Beers after buying the Oppenheimer family stake of 40% for $5.1 billion and increasing its stake to 85%, effectively ending the 80-year Oppenheimer control of the company. Now, let's look at where we are today and what the future may hold for the diamond industry based on the stories that are popping up all around. Remember when I mentioned earlier that pearls used to cost an arm and a leg before the introduction of cultured pearls? I suspect that lab-grown diamonds will have the same effect in the diamond market. Here are the reasons why I think so. Lab-grown diamonds are cheaper and will still get cheaper as more businesses set up shop and technology improves. Also, consider that these diamonds are grown within a month, unlike natural diamonds which can take a while to discover and unearth. With this ability to literally print lab-grown diamonds on demand, and with more businesses entering the industry, it's not hard to see how cheaper things can get. I mentioned earlier that Lightbox cut its prices by 40%. This shows that affordability is becoming a big deal in the diamond industry thanks to lab-grown stones. Soon, when lab-grown diamonds begin to cost say 90 to 95% less than natural diamonds, this may force miners to drop their prices in order to compete. Someone may argue that this will only favor natural diamonds, as buyers will see their lab-grown counterparts as mass-produced. That's true, but let's not forget that demographics are changing. While the older generation are still stuck on the effect of the De Beers marketing, the younger generations aren't. These new buyers are favoring lab-grown diamonds, not just because they are cheap, but because they are sustainable. Take a look at this poll and you'll see what I mean. We can say that the new generation of buyers aren't necessarily looking at diamonds as exclusive, but as a way to spruce up their fashion. If current trends continue, we're heading into a future that isn't so obsessed with diamonds and actually prefers sustainably grown stones. Here again, lab diamonds win. We all know that the world is changing once again. and new geopolitical power centers are rising in once overlooked areas. Take for instance India. This is the most populous nation in the world, and their middle class is growing significantly. As people become more affluent, they are likely to pamper themselves to sparkling things like jewelry. Now here's the question. Do you think they'll be willing to spend $20,000 on a natural diamond ring or $3,000 on a lab-grown option of the same quality? My money is on lab-grown. I also want you to realize that the lab-grown diamond industry is really growing in India, and it doesn't show signs of slowing down. The more businesses that exist in this sector, catering to the most populous nation in the world, the more the prices for lab-grown diamonds will drop. Who knows if we are going to see a repeat of the impact of Chinese cultured pearls in the pearl market with India and the diamond market. The difference is that this time, the diamonds will be of far superior quality thanks to better technology. For some time, I've noticed several news stories of slipping sales of big miners and dealers in the industry. For one, De Beers experienced a dip in sales in the fourth round of sales this year. The company sold $380 million in rough diamonds, compared with $479 million in the same period last year. And this is just June of 2024. If we take a step back, we'll see that rough diamond sales dropped from $6 billion in 2022 to $3.6 billion in 2023, a 40% decrease year on year. In the US, consumer demand for natural diamonds was impacted by macroeconomic challenges and the success of the lab-grown diamond market. This is according to an article on Professional Jeweler USA. But it's not just De Beers. Back in March, Reuters announced that Russia's diamond producer Alrosa reported 2023 net profits of 81.18 billion rubles, down 15% from the previous year. You may argue that it's because of sanctions, but there are other examples. From Botswana to Canada and everywhere around the world, sales of rough diamonds are dropping. Is this sad outlook of sales the reason why Anglo-American is looking to sell De Beers? Who knows? Yes, the prices of things fluctuate. It's the way the market works. But I think what's currently happening in the diamond industry isn't a case of regular fluctuation. I think that the industry is experiencing drastic changes that may completely alter the prices of diamonds, just as it happened with pearls. Remember that diamonds aren't rare to begin with. How would things look if the real floodgates open and the price of natural diamonds is truly a reflection of its abundance? This may sound far-fetched, but I don't think it's really far away. I dare say that in 5 to 10 years, what we will spend on natural diamonds will be a fraction of today's price. Perhaps, the only diamonds we will see command a lot will be those with historical provenance, like those belonging to iconic celebrities and royal families. Are we entering a future where, for the first time in a very long time, the true market will finally determine the price of diamonds? Only time will tell, but I'm betting on it. So what do you think about what's going on in the diamond market? Let me know what your opinion is in the comment section below. In the meantime, if you're in the market for more pocket-friendly alternatives to popular gemstones like diamonds, click this video on the screen to see my top selection you should consider. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in that video. Bye-bye.